Alright guys, welcome back, and thanks for joining me for part 2 of my Platinum Trophy collection. Making my way downtown, Rocket Birds. Oh god, this is where we get into the PS Now games. PS Now had like a week-long trial, and I was like, I'm gonna try it out and see how many platinums I can get off easy games, and Rocket Birds was one of those games. A very easy game to platinum. It was kind of fun to play. Honestly, it was alright to play. But I mean, the fact that it was an easy platinum just made it more enjoyable. As you'll see later on, there's another game on my trophy list that I got from the PS Now demos, or the trial. Not very proud of that one, but this is, it's easy to platinum, so I'm not gonna complain. Let's get out of there. There it is, guys. Oh yeah, 10 out of 10, Ben 10, Omniverse. Yeah. No, Ben 10 Omniverse, like I said, it was part of the PS Now trial. I bought, I tried it out, and I think it only took me like less than a day to platinum. It's super easy, guys. It's kind of fun to play, but honestly, it's just an easy platinum. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this for you guys. This is just an easy platinum. So yeah, I mean, this is Ben 10, and that's it for this guy. So bye bye. All right, here we go. Dragon's Crown. Now, Dragon's Crown is a great game. I actually really enjoyed it. I love the art style, and I'm not talking about the female art design. Okay, I'm not like that at all. Not really. But yeah, so Dragon's Crown, it was a fun game to play. I think that the only thing that makes this platinum a little bit difficult is the fact that you're going to be doing a lot of grinding. You're going to be playing the same 8 to 10 missions over and over again until you get the stuff that you need to then maybe unlock 1 or 2 trophies or get 1 reward to unlock something else. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun, actually, but there is a lot of grinding involved, and I thought it would be important to kind of preface that for you guys because, it's a factor. You're going to be playing the same couple missions over and over again to get that lovely platinum, but it's a good game. I definitely enjoyed it. All right, next, guys, Second Son. We already talked about First Light. Second Son, very easy game to platinum. As you can see, a lot of people have already platinumed it, 7.5. But it's a great game. I really liked it. It was one of the early PS4 games that I was like, oh, this is cool. The only thing I'd say is that there are way too many kind of mediocre side missions that just kind of get repetitive and boring. But as a whole, the game's pretty freaking good. It looks great, and the platinum is super easy to get. So honestly, I'd say give Second Son a look. Try it out. And honestly, if you really like Second Son, go ahead and try out First Light, because, I mean, they're both great games, and they're very easy to platinum. Portal 2. Yeah, Portal 2 is great. Portal 2 is so good. It's one of the few games where I'm like, I loved it start to finish, and I didn't platinum this game right away. Actually, I came back to the game a couple months afterwards, and I was just so dedicated to getting the platinum because I wanted it. And, the only tricky part was, the co-op missions, because I really didn't find that many people online that wanted to play the game or play it correctly. They would just kind of troll me and all that other crap. So I think I wound up actually playing it offline split screen with my cousin, I want to say. But I mean, yeah, this game is, you save science. That's the tricky one now. But I mean, if you have any interest in Portal 2, the platinum is very easy to get. You just need to, play some co-op online if that's even possible now. Resistance Burning Skies. I'm actually like a big fan of the Resistance series. I really liked 1 and 2, and 3 I thought was excellent, but 3 just underperformed, so that's why Sony killed it, I think. But anyway, Resistance Burning Skies is not good. It's really not good. The Platinum Trophy is super easy to get. It's just literally playing the game, and it's like, I think that's about it. Oh yeah, and complete 1 round of multiplayer, and that's probably going to be hard at this point because this came out in 2014, 13. But yeah, Resistance Burning Skies, I'm happy that I played it. It was one of the last few games I bought for my Vita, so I'm happy to have the Platinum Trophy for sure. Next is L.A. Noire, another game that I didn't platinum right away. I actually came back to it like a year or two after beating it, and I was like, I really want to platinum it. I really like the game. And I said to myself, this is an easy platinum. I just have to literally like find a bunch of hitting stuff around the world. And that's really what it is, guys. Beating the game, getting 5 stars on all of the missions, which is not that tough. And then just kind of finding all the collectibles scattered throughout the world. I mean, this is a great game. I could understand why people didn't really love it. I mean, you're limited in your free roaming abilities because you are a cop. But it's a great game. I really liked it. The ending is still something that I come back to, and I'm trying to figure out if I really loved it or if I just kind of was like, it's an ending. But hey, the Platinum Trophy was easy, and I had a fun time doing it. And I highly recommend it if you guys haven't done it yet. Next is Beyond Two Souls. Now, this was a game a lot of people didn't really like. I personally enjoyed it quite a bit. I played it multiple times. I loved the way it looked. I still think it's a good-looking game. They actually remastered it for PS4, so if you guys have any interest in trying it out at all, it is there for you in the new up-resed PS4 version. I think it's up-res. I really don't know for sure. But here's the thing. The Platinum Trophy is easy, and it's only going to require you to play the game a total of like 2 times, so not bad at all, honestly. And yeah, let me just show you guys the Platinum. It's basically just Beyond Two Souls. But hey, it's a fun game. I liked it. I can see why people won't like it. But to them I say, meh. Next is Jak 3. Now this is part of the Jak and Daxter HD collection on PS3. Jak and Daxter, one of my favorite game series of all time. The collection I thought was excellent. Actually, replaying all 3 games made me realize I like 2 the most. Which is weird because 3 is also excellent, but I don't know. 2 is still my favorite. But honestly, guys, this is a very easy game to platinum as well. It's a very fun game to platinum. If you are a fan of the Jak and Daxter series, you should know that every single platinum in that series is just very easy to get. Next, we have Jak 2. Jak 2, yes, my favorite probably Jak and Daxter game. I like the darker tone. I like the open world-ish kind of feel to it. And honestly, the trophies in this game are very straightforward and easy to get. I would recommend all of the Jak and Daxter games, guys. They're just super easy to platinum. They're fun to play. And I mean, if you've never played a Jak and Daxter game, I really, really highly suggest you guys go out and try them. Done is the platinum. Dishonored. Now, I started playing Dishonored 2. I haven't really gotten into it yet. I'm totally going to be at some point revisiting it and playing it from start to finish. Loved the first Dishonored. I was such a big fan of it. I platinumed it relatively quickly. It's not a hard game to platinum at all. Just going to require you to be very careful and not be spotted for most of every mission, basically. But it's a great game. It's a fun game. 2 has been decent so far. I from what I've heard, the gameplay does get a lot better. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm totally interested in checking it out. But you should know that Dishonored is very easy to platinum, and they have the HD PS4 version, which is essentially the same platinum as the PS3 version. Knack. Guys, Knack is back. He's coming back for Knack 2. Knack was fine. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I actually didn't even like it. Knack was fine. This is what I'm just going to say over and over again. The Platinum Trophy, though, was annoying as heck. There are randomized treasure boxes that you can find throughout the world, and they're randomized, so sometimes you won't get all the pieces that you need for your prototypes. And it took me like 3 playthroughs to get all the items I needed. Not to mention the game on hard mode is actually really hard, so be prepared for quite a bit of challenge. But hey, Knack 2 is coming out, so I'd recommend it, Play through the first Knack, get a platinum, and then get Knack 2 and platinum that. Or don't play Knack, it's up to you. Resogun was the first PS4 game that made me go, wow, crap, holy crap, it's so good. This is a great PS4 game, I'm happy I bought a PS4. Resogun is a pretty easy game to platinum, and it is a fun game to play. Highly recommend it. It was free when it launched. I don't know if it's free anymore, but I'm sure you guys can get it for really cheap. Excited to see Housemarque and what they're doing next. I think Matterfall, and I forget what else they're working on, but there's another project in addition to Matterfall. Next is Resistance 3. Again, I really like the Resistance series. I really enjoyed 3. I beat the game a while ago, and then I revisited it a couple months after I beat it so that I could platinum it. But it's really not that hard to platinum. You just have to beat the game, I think, on the hardest difficulty, which is not that hard if you played a Call of Duty campaign. And then it just involves you, getting all the upgrades. So you'll be playing the game at least one time. But honestly, it's a fun game. It's an easy game to platinum. I highly recommend it. There's another co-op related section, but I'm pretty sure you can do it offline, so it alleviates some of that matchmaking crap that you'll go through with other games. BioShock Infinite, not my favorite BioShock, but it is still really, really, really cool, and I loved the aesthetic of the game. I loved the characters, and the Platinum Trophy is super easy to get. Now that there are the remastered HD, 1, 2, and Infinite for PS4, I highly recommend that you guys try out BioShock Infinite. If you are after a easy and fun Platinum Trophy, BioShock Infinite is definitely the way to go. Alright, moving down to the first Uncharted. Now, the first Uncharted is, it's a good game for sure. I enjoyed the first one, but revisiting, even going from 2 to 1, you're just like, damn, this is this aged not so great. But the thing is, the first Uncharted really set the ground for a lot of things, and it was just kind of a fun game to play at the time. It was definitely one of my favorite PS3 games when it came out. And then 2 quickly came out afterwards, and I was like, never mind. But yeah, guys, Uncharted, there's the HD collection. You can just kind of get that for your PS4. It's going to have 1, 2, and 3 on it, and they're super easy to platinum. And they're also great games to play. Next is Little Big Planet 2, and this was a pretty tricky game to platinum, especially if you try to do it now. I'm sure the servers and the multiplayer and all that stuff are pretty much non-existent, so this is going to be really difficult for you guys to platinum, but it is one of the games that I'm super proud of to have on my list, because there were a lot of community levels or community trophies that involved you, building something and having a lot of people like it and stuff like that. So I mean, this is a great game for me to have on my list. I'm proud of it. I think it's a cool game. Definitely, I think my favorite in the series maybe is 2. And Platinum was somewhat difficult to get, so I am very happy that that one is in my collection. Next is Walking Dead, The Walking Dead, the first season, Telltale's game. This is a very easy game to platinum. It's another Telltale game. I loved Season 1. I thought Season 2 was better, and Season 3 is actually surprising me in a lot of ways. But Season 1 was still incredibly impressive, and it just made me interested in these adventure games, these point-and-click adventure games. Got my sister interested in point-and-click adventure games. And yeah, I'm just very happy to have this platinum in my list. And it's actually just a generic platinum trophy, which kind of makes me laugh. There's no like Walking Dead logo or anything like that. All right, guys, thanks for staying with me. We're going to just keep going to Hotline Miami. Hotline Miami, I platinumed this on the Vita. And gosh, dang, this game was so freaking hard. I mean, it's a great game. I really had a fun time playing it. The controls are so on point. They're so precise and exact. But the game is really hard. It's easy to platinum if you are in that, rinse, repeat, trial and error kind of mood. But it really isn't going to be crazy difficult to platinum so long as you take your time, read the scenarios that are going on, and kind of just plan your moves to the very smallest degree. Here's the platinum trophy. And yeah, I'm very happy to have it in my collection. It's a fantastic game, and it was a very tricky game to get the platinum for. Next is probably my favorite God of War, which is God of War 2. God of War 2, incredible game. It's still my favorite God of War game. Now, the new God of War I'm very excited for. I can only imagine how awesome it's going to be. But I will say, all the God of War games, 1, 2, and even 3, are easy to platinum. I just never really felt the need to platinum the other 2 in the series, or the other 2 in the main series. I actually have a platinum for Ready at Dawn's God of War, which is also a lot of fun to play, and the platinum was super easy to get. Now we have PS Move's Sorcery. Sorcery was actually fun to play. I thought that it handled the move stuff pretty damn well. Who am I kidding? Sorcery was fine. I think that, I had a PS Move and I really wanted to play a somewhat, well-produced game. And Sorcery was that game. It actually did handle the move control stuff pretty well. And, it was fun to play at times. I definitely think that this was one of the stronger PS Move games, if not the strongest. I don't think of anyone. Nothing else comes to mind, honestly. But guys, this is a super easy game to platinum. And I'm semi-proud of it. I'm proud that I actually spent the time to get it. Trying to. Honestly, I just got this game because it's super easy to platinum. I followed a guide and it took me like 2 hours. Trying 2, I know a lot of people like 2, and 3 apparently is good, but honestly, it's just here because it's easy to get. Now, Killzone 3 I can speak more about. Killzone 3. Story was meh, completely meh. But the multiplayer was excellent. I actually really liked the multiplayer in 3. I thought it was better than 2. And the other better thing about 3 than 2 was that 3 actually has an easy platinum trophy if you really take your time on the hardest difficulty, because the game actually is pretty challenging. The hardest difficulty is not something to just kind of gloss over. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how feasible this is anymore. I don't think people really are playing Killzone 3. But I mean, I had a great time playing this game. I don't think the story is anything to write home about, but it is still really fun, and I'm happy that I was able to platinum it. And that's the platinum trophy for this guy. All right, let's move down to Metro Last Light. Such a pleasant surprise. This game was so out of nowhere. Like, I just played it expecting it to be kind of okay, but man, this game is excellent. I love the narrative. I love the overall design of the game. I loved it all. It's also a very easy game to platinum. I mean, you can just kind of play the game one time and then play it a second time to find all the missing collectibles, or just kind of, you know, change up your play style and get some of those trophies. I can't really say anything bad about the game. I don't remember really hating it. The performance was fine on PlayStation 3. But you guys can get the remastered edition on PS4, and I'm sure it'll be just as easy to get the platinum. And I'll just show you guys the platinum real quick, and that's it. So yeah, I highly recommend Metro Last Light, guys. It is so good. I'm hoping that there's another Metro game in the pipeline, but we'll see. So actually, funny thing is, my friend gave me this game to play because I looked up a guide online. I was like, hey, dude, this is super easy to platinum. Can I like borrow it from you? And he was like, what does that even mean? And I was like, no, never mind. Just give me the game. It took me about like 2.5, 3 days maybe, just because of work getting in the way. This was a very easy game to platinum. It wasn't a terrible game, actually. I was kind of surprised at some of the puzzle sections. I actually really liked the puzzle sections of this game. I'm not saying this is an amazing game, but it's very easy to platinum, and you can do it in a very short amount of time. So hey, if you want an easy platinum and you have like, you know, a day or two to kill, yeah, throw in Saw, try it out. I'm sure it's really, really cheap. But yeah, so I'm happy to have this platinum because it just kind of reminds me of my buddy from high school, and like, you know, just him giving it to me because I was obsessed with trophies at the time. Next is Super Smash. Oh, I'm sorry. Next is PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. This is Sony's Super Smash Bros, but it didn't really fare that well with people. I mean, personally, I really like this game, and the platinum is easy to get. It's actually super easy to get, but I mean, you know, say what you will about the game, I actually really want there to be another one because I think that they can do right by the PlayStation IPs. I think that they can make a fun, engaging, you know, Smash kind of brawler. But who knows if they actually will. Sony probably wanted this to sell millions upon millions of copies, and it didn't. But hey, I actually really enjoyed the game. It's not incredible like Smash is, but it's fun to play, and the platinum is super easy to get. Next is Guacamelee. It's a juice box game. Drink box, guys. It's drink box. Guacamelee was another crazy surprise for me. It's a Metroidvania style game, and it's a good one at that. I love the art style. I love the character design. I love the music. And I just love the gameplay. It's actually pretty challenging at times, and the platinum trophy is easy to get for sure. So long as you just kind of like enjoy Metroidvania games, and honestly, if you just enjoy good games in general, this is the one. Guacamelee is excellent. There have been many revisions to the game. There have been many different versions of the game, and you can find it on PS4. It's super great. It's super easy to platinum, and I couldn't recommend it anymore. And then there you go, guys. You can see how much of a trophy whore I am. Walking Dead for PS3. So we've already kind of done this. I've already kind of talked about Walking Dead, and sorry, we're gonna just gloss over that one real quick. And then, of course, yes, Gravity Rush on the Vita, as I've mentioned in part 1. I got it on PS4, platinumed it, and the same for Vita, but there you go, guys. It's a great game. It's incredible. I thought it played better on PS4, but still. Again, guys, I'm sorry I'm such a whore, but PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, again, it platinumed on PS3. And we're just going to move past those. And again, sound shapes, yes, now we're getting into repetitive territory, but honestly, it's super easy, guys. And then guys, God of War Chains of Olympus. I really dug Chains of Olympus. I actually loved it more than some of the main games in the series. Chains of Olympus was a Ready at Dawn game. Heck of a lot of fun. Controlled really well. I like the environments. And the Platinum Trophy is super easy to get. And honestly, I mean, like with the new God of War on its way, I would say play Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta too. I mean, they're fun, cool games, and it's just kind of going to get you guys in the mood to play the new one. But yeah, Chains of Olympus was fun to play and very, very easy to platinum for sure. All right, moving right along down this list, we got The Darkness 2. Now, Darkness 2 is actually another game that kind of came out of nowhere, and I was so blown away by it. Like, it's a pretty freaking cool game. I liked it a lot. I don't remember much of the story, but the gameplay was fun and interesting enough for sure. And I liked the whole setting of the game, and I even kind of liked the main character to some extent. But here's the big thing, guys. Darkness 2, is very easy to platinum, and that's why you guys came here. But you know what? It's a great game, and you're gonna enjoy your time with it. So platinuming it wouldn't be that crazy of a thing to do, because you're gonna have fun doing it. And here's the platinum. I'm sure you can get it for super cheap. I'm happy that's in my collection because it was a game that really surprised me. Next is Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception. Excellent game. Again, another Uncharted game I platinumed. Trophies are super easy to get. Just beating it on Crushing may require some skill and patience, but honestly, it's super doable, just like with any of the other Uncharted games. I do really like the story in 3. I think that there's a better villain, a more fleshed out villain than in 2. But 2 as a whole, I think, is my favorite of 1, 2, and 3. I think 2 is my favorite. I'm trying to figure out where 4 fits in, but 2 is definitely high up on my list, followed by 3. I'll just work my way all the way up. And then there's your platinum, Drake with his little scarf. Next is Rayman Origins, another game that surprised me to no end. This is actually a pretty challenging trophy, platinum trophy, because it is a platformer that relies on precise timing and all that stuff. But it's super obtainable. It's very easy to achieve the platinum in this game. It's just going to require a bit more skill. I don't want to say skill per se, but it is a bit of a challenging game. It is a very precise platformer, so it's just going to require time, but the great thing is, both Rayman Origins and Legends are really, really fun games to play, so it'll be fun. That's important, you guys. It's going to be a fun game to platinum. Now we're working our way to the OG, original Jak and Daxter. Again, the first Jak and Daxter kind of set the way for a lot of other games and how they would be structured and how the narratives would flow tonally and stuff like that. So it's really, really awesome to have played this game on PS3. It's one of my favorite PS2 games. One of my favorite games of all time. Naughty Dog as a whole, they've been a big source of inspiration for me because Crash is like my jam. I love Crash Bandicoot. But yeah, being able to play Jak and Daxter was awesome. It was the first platinum trophy for the series, and I was just very happy to have gotten it. Alright guys, we're still working our way down here, and we have got Fallout 3. As you can see, there's New Vegas, and then there's 3. Fallout 3. One of my favorite games of all time. This game surprised me so many times. I'd never played another game like Fallout 3. I remember sinking in like 400 hours into Fallout 3. Like, no joke. This game is still something that I just hold other games up to in terms of like just overall playability and just being fun. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's the nostalgia that's kind of blinding me from how, oh, what the heck? Oh, these are all the expansions. Maybe it's the nostalgia that kind of blinds me from the fact that, like, oh, this game isn't perfect. But you know what? Fallout 3 was one of the first games that I ever, like, truly played, and it was, like, open world, and, like, I never played anything like it. So it's going to be the game that got me interested in these open world RPG games. And, of course, I'm going to platinum it. This is one of my favorite games of all time. 4, like I said, was fine, but I still really love 3. It had an impact on me, and it's still one of my favorite games of all time. Alright guys, Dante's Inferno. Ugh. I don't like this game. It's not great. The art design is cool, and like I really like their rendition of the 7 Circles of Hell. Like it's neat, but from a gameplay perspective, it's fine. It's just like a God of War game, but it just really wasn't that fun to play, and like honestly, it's fine. It is an easy game to platinum, but I don't really recommend that you guys try it out. Like it's fine. This is just my opinion, of course. You can do whatever you want, but for me personally, Dante's Inferno was meh. It was alright. We have landed on this gem, Brink. Brink was okay. Very easy to platinum for sure. You can do most of this stuff online. Actually, no, you can do most of this stuff offline. But I don't recommend Brink. I'm happy I got the platinum because I paid good money to play this game. I got ripped off, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get as much out of this as possible. I'm gonna go for the platinum, and thankfully the platinum did not, it didn't suck basically. But yeah, time to sleep. More like time to stop playing this game. Sorry, Brink. Alright, moving right along, you guys. We got Sly Dose. I actually think Sly 2 is my favorite in the Sly series. This is a very easy game to platinum. Again, just one of the best like PS2 games. One of my favorite games of all time. Sly 2, absolutely great for sure. And guess what? The Platinum Trophy is easy to get as well. Let me just go on up. Show you guys. That's the trophy. Moving now to Sly 1. Sly 1, excellent game for sure. I think 2 is still my favorite though for sure. 1, very easy game to platinum. Very fun game. But honestly, like if I'm just gonna say this upright, 2 is my favorite game for the series. I really liked the most recent one that came out, but in terms of the PS2 games, Sly 2 is my jam. Sly 1 is also an excellent game though, for sure. Like it's very good. And the best part is the Platinum Trophy is super easy to get. Alright guys, we're almost done here, but I'm going to show you Uncharted 2. Really, it's so good. I was addicted to the online multiplayer for a long time, which surprised me because I didn't think I would. But thankfully, the story was incredible, and this is just such an easy game to platinum, such a fun game to play. I can't say enough good things about Uncharted 2 in particular. It's good. It's more than good, actually. It's awesome. And you know what? This Platinum Trophy is great because it just reminds me of all the early days of me playing multiplayer, and, you know, being surprised by the Uncharted multiplayer because I didn't really expect to be hooked. And then, guys, last but not least, we have Terminator Salvation. Terminator Salvation is an important game because of this. It is the first game that I ever platinumed, and it is the game that sparked my interest in these stupid Platinum Trophy obsessions. So, you know what, Terminator Salvation? You're a terrible game, but I can't thank you enough for making me really annoying about trophies and Platinum Trophies in particular. Until next time, you guys, this has been Cabana and Greg, and I want to just say thank you guys for watching. It really means a lot, and if you want to see more stuff like this, please leave a comment below. But until next time, I will see you guys very soon with more Cabana Greg videos.